Joseph Agnello.
David Scott Agnes. Joanne Marie Aladiotis.
It's become a familiar and solemn tradition at the site of the former World Trade Center in Lower Manhattan.
Daniel David Bergstein.
Graham Andrew Berkeley.
Michael J. Berkeley.
And my mother, Arlene Ava Freed.
The names of the nearly 3,000 victims of the September 11th attacks read aloud by family and friends. This marking 18 years since the deadliest terror attack on American soil, 24 Canadians among those killed. A moment of silence on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange before the start of trading. And the bell of hope rang out at St. Paul's Chapel in New York, marking the moment when the first of two planes hit the Twin Towers. The Pentagon also targeted that day. The U.S. president laid a wreath before speaking at a remembrance ceremony there.
For the families who join us, this is your anniversary of personal and permanent loss.
18 years later, the shockwaves are still being felt. The post-9/11 U.S. invasion in Afghanistan has become America's longest war. Over the weekend, Trump called off a secret meeting at Camp David with Taliban leaders after the group claimed responsibility for an attack in Afghanistan's capital that claimed the lives of a U.S. soldier and 11 others. At the Pentagon, Trump sending a message to the Taliban.
And if for any reason they come back to our country, we will go wherever they are and use power the likes of which the United States has never used before.
And in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, the U.S. Vice President honored victims of Flight 93 at the field where the plane crashed after passengers overtook hijackers thwarting a planned attack on the U.S. Capitol.
Within 81 minutes from takeoff, their lives would be over. But not before they had earned a place of honor in the annals of American history and in the hearts of every American.
Canada's contributions on that tragic day and the days that followed are being remembered. The Royal Canadian Air Force tweeting, 18 years after 9/11, we remember. Gander, Newfoundland opened its doors and hearts to people and aircraft in an effort to help. And the Embassy of Canada in the U.S. sharing more of that story, which of course inspired the musical Come From Away. They tweeted in part, on September 11th, the town of Gander received 38 planes and more than 6,500 passengers, nearly doubling its population. We were there for each other then, just like we are now.